Hello, today we are talking about 10 grocery saving hacks to lower your grocery bill.
Hack, yeah.
Did we lower them? Okay. All right, guys, today we are talking about lowering your grocery bill. And I went to Walmart.com and I put in all of my groceries from 2022 and 2023 on 3 different orders to reorder. And I'm going to tell you guys how much my grocery bill has gone up.
If you told them before, it's not the same, right?
Don't tell anything. They're supposed to stay in suspense.
It is suspense. Then you know it's...
I'm going to have to tell them if it's gone up or gone down. All right. So I'm going to talk to you about that after we go through these tips. Let's start with, guys, we always start with the ads. Always start with the ads. Can you take off the lower third? Now, I saw this is literally my ad that came out yesterday. And I saw something very interesting about this ad this week that I have not noticed before. First of all, this is the entire front page here. Right here is peaches and powdered sugar. And I'm going to talk about the peaches and powdered sugar here in just a minute. But I want to show you something that I noticed right offhand as whoops, I got my things out of order. That's the whole front page right there. That's the whole front page. Have you noticed how the ads, there's no ads on the front page?
Oh, they're getting smaller.
They're not putting hardly anything on sale right now.
So they're just making a giant picture to fill up space?
Yeah, they're making a giant picture to fill up space. But look at this. This week's is a killer ad for me here in my little hometown grocery. Now, I had a lady comment yesterday, well, but I live in a town that only has 2 grocery stores, so I can't shop like that. Well, guess what? I only have 2 grocery stores. I have a family grocery store, the one I just showed you, and then I have Albertsons, and then we have Walmart. So that's no excuse. You can do this even if you have small towns with only 1 or 2 grocery stores. If they have ads, you can do this. And if you don't, then you may have to drive. We used to drive 70 miles each way to go to the grocery store. So you're not going to get sympathy from me. Sorry.
We're in a town with no grocery stores.
Yeah. So it just ain't going to happen. Sympathy won't happen here. This is a no wine zone. Okay. But first of all, take a look at this. Peaches for $1.28 a pound. Now I thought, oh, that's great. I'm going to go pick me up some peaches because I missed them in July. But when I went to Walmart to get something else, I happened to look, and peaches are actually 99 cents right now at Walmart. So instead of being $1.98 a pound, they are, oh no, they're 98 cents, or they're 99 cents each, not a pound. So that may not be cheaper.
Oh, it's funny how they scratched that.
That's interesting.
They made it look like it's comparable by scratching it next to it.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. So you got to be really careful. I didn't catch that it was each. But let's just say that it was each because I got a point here for if you find it cheaper. Now, that $1.28 here is still a good deal. So I'm going to probably go ahead and just go because about 2 or 3 peaches is a pound for my peaches here in Wyoming. But look at this, $1.28, 99 cents each at Walmart. So that's not a good deal. But look at here, $4.99 for frozen peaches for 1 pound if I were to buy them at regular price. Now, everybody says, I don't have time to mess with freezing my own peaches and stuff like that. Well, let's look at this. I can take 25 pounds, which will net 20 pounds of finished peaches. I can, with 30 minutes worth of work, I can, without bringing the water to boil, I mean, I guess bringing the water to boil also, but you bring your water to boil, you drop your peaches in for about 30 seconds to a minute, pull them out, put them in an ice bath, peel off the skin, Then cut them in quarters, lay them on a cookie sheet, put them in a freezer. When they're frozen, I put them in a Ziploc bag to process 25 pounds, which equals 20 pounds of peaches in the end. It takes me 30 minutes. 20 pounds times the $4 savings, buying them at the grocery store at $5 a pound. $20 or 20 pounds times $4 because I thought it was 99 cents a pound. That's $80 an hour. That's $160 an hour. $160 an hour. How many of you earn $160 an hour at your job? I do.
Whoa.
I do. $160 an hour. Is it worth me spending 30 minutes processing my own peaches for $160 an hour? You better darn tootin' well believe it is. Oh my goodness, that's way more than worth it. So some things it is worth processing yourself. Now, you have to know your prices though. That's where our price books come in handy, guys. We've only got 2 in stock, but they're coming next week. So check out our price books. That's where I know 99 cents is my really, really good stock up price. And then $1.28 is my next price if I miss the peaches for the year, which I did this year. So I'm going to go get some peaches and stock up. But I wouldn't, if they weren't from my garden, I wouldn't go buy tomatoes and can tomatoes. Tomatoes are so cheap, it's not worth all that energy canning tomatoes. So know your prices and know what's worth spending your energy on and know what's not worth spending your energy on. All right. Now, here is the next big one. This is a huge... Oh, wait, I forgot one other thing on the peach thing here. Look back here. Look at this powdered sugar. $9.99 for 25 pounds. That is 60% cheaper than buying at a Walmart. So I'm going to be buying me 2 of those, and I'm going to be repackaging it into smaller zip top bags to save myself $20. Or no, not $20. I'm going to save myself $60, I think, on that powdered sugar. And it's not going to take me very long to repackage it into Ziploc bags. So there's another thing that's really worth it. Now, look at this meat cell right here. This is huge. This is so huge, I was dreaming about it last night. I was like, do I text Brady and ask him if he's going to have it in? Because I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get my cute little patootie over there and be the first one when the doors open if this is the case. Look at this. All right, I have $1.75 a pound for chicken breasts or chicken tenders. That's good for here. They very rarely go for $1.49 now. Although viewers have said that in other places of the country, they've gotten them for $1.49. But look at this. Boneless top round roast, $3.87. That's my stock up price now for that. Ribs for $1.87. Pork ribs for $1.87. I'm going to be getting that. They've got boneless pork loins for $1.67. Going to be getting me some of that for boneless, or for barbecue. Barbecue pork and green chili. I can use that for all of those. Then look at that bacon. Look at the bacon, guys. Now, what you may not be able to read on the screen is a 10-pound box is $14.87. That is $1.49 for a pound of bacon.
Wow.
$1.49 for a pound of bacon.
That's way cheap.
That's super cheap. I forgot to look up the price at Walmart, so I'm going to look it up right now real quick. Bacon is $5 a pound.
Oh my.
That's 12 ounces.
Mike knows his prices. I should be on the prices.
$4.88 for 16 ounces of the Walmart bacon. $5 $98, $6 a pound for the name brand bacon. So you can be guaranteed, and then drumsticks are 97 cents. So Friday morning, my cute little patootie is going to be there first thing in the morning.
Your cute little patootie.
And I am going to be stocking up. One of my freezers is actually empty right now. So I'm going to be filling that with meat. All right. The next thing here, let me see, on my list was don't be a food snob. Get the store brand and not the name brand. Now, we were having a discussion at our Labor Day party, and I love you, my friend. But my friend said, she was going on about grocery prices were so high. And she said, well, but now that we have more money, I just won't buy the Great Value. I just don't like the taste. I was like, seriously, girlfriend? Because she was complaining about hating her job. I was like, well, why are you working? Well, I need the money. Well, if you need the money, I mean, it's fine if you want to work and pay for name brand stuff. That's fine. But think about this. Could you stop working if you stopped buying name brand Oreos and got the Walmart Great Value instead? People say, oh, it doesn't really add up. Yeah, it adds up to the tune to $500 to $1,000 a month for people buying name brand foods. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And most of the time, you really can't tell if you don't see the package.
Yeah.
There are a few things you might be able to tell on, and it's fine to say, I have more money now. I mean, if you have more money, do anything you want.
Go for it. Yeah.
But it's fine to say, well, this one thing, I don't really like that one, but all the rest of it, I'll buy a cheap version.
Yeah. Put the lower third up. All right, guys, this is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbooks, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And then our gluten-free, dairy-free edition right here, 25% off right now. Easy recipes that get you in and out of the kitchen quick that your family will love. The link is in the description below. All right, the next thing is buy your fruits and vegetables frozen. It is a lot cheaper buying broccoli frozen than it is buying it fresh. The same goes for peas and spinach and all of those things. So buy your vegetables frozen. And oops, I lost my notes. Just 1 second here. Oops, hold on. I messed up, guys.
Did you have it out or did I put it away?
You did.
Okay, so it's
where's text edit?
They're not in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So the next one is what? Oh,
I just took the first two lines and made it.
Okay. No wonder I was confused. Okay. So let's see. We got your frozen fruits and vegetables here. Those are a lot cheaper. The next one is buy your stuff on clearance. Your meat especially. I got this chicken for $4.61 on clearance. Don't be afraid to buy your meat on clearance. That's just the day that the store has to sell it by. It's not the day that it has to be used by. I buy them on clearance and then I put them in the freezer and pull them out when I need them. All right, then another way I buy on clearance is like I'll buy the chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast like you see here. I stocked up. It was $1.26 a pound this day. So I took pretty much everything they had. It was first thing in the morning. I don't think I cleaned them out, but I took a lot of it because my freezer was empty, and that was a great deal. To have $1, let's see, this one was $1. Now, on this particular order, some were $1.26 a pound and some were $1.40 a pound. I have no idea why there were two different prices. I don't know if two different people priced them or what. But this one here is $1.40. But then the other ones on the other side, they were $1.26 a pound.
On the markdown.
Yeah. So I got all the $1.26 ones, and then I got some more that were $1.40. Because for me to find chicken for $1.40 a pound it's very, very rare. And you can see this was back in 2022 when I got this. But I'm showing you this because I get viewers all the time telling me that they are still finding these prices at their grocery stores all over the country. So don't freak out thinking, oh, I'm just not going to be able to find that. No, I live in Wyoming, literally Timbuktu, Wyoming. 2 grocery stores. You will probably find this in your area if you have any normal amount of grocery stores, okay? All right, the next one that we have is use your freezer. So like with this clearance meat that I had, I stocked up my freezer when I saw this glorious display of meat. I was like, hot dog, I hit the jackpot. And so I just put it all in my freezer. I just stack it all in there just like this. I don't wrap it. I don't rewrap it. I don't do anything to it. I just throw it in like that. Then I just pull the whole package out when I need it. Now, here's another one from my local store that was $1.50 a pound. You can see I just stocked those up. I just threw those straight in the freezer just like that. Okay. Now, that is the way that I use my freezer. Is meat is my #1 priority for the freezer. Before I'll stockpile anything, I don't stockpile bread usually. Sometimes I do, but not as a regular basis. Meat is the most expensive. Fruit is the next most expensive. Butter is the next most expensive now. Then your cheeses and then your vegetables. That's the direction that I go when I'm deciding if I'm going to fill up my freezer. So like Friday morning, I'm going to be at the store and my cart is going to be full if they have it in stock. We'll see. If they have it in stock, my cart is going to be full and I'm going to pack that freezer full of meat because that is the most expensive ingredient. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
I'm following you.
You're following me?
I'm on board.
All right. The next one is use your leftovers. Use your leftovers. Now, we had leftovers tonight.
That was leftovers?
Yes. Right before the show, and here's what we had.
We're hurrying.
It smells so amazing.
Fall has exploded at our house.
I came in the house and I thought, what is that amazing smell? Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Yours is open-faced.
I see. Is it?
Yes. Just.
Okay, so what is Mike eating? I took.
You got me with my mouth.
Go with it.
Okay, hold on. There's that better?
Yes.
That's better. Contemplative.
Yes.
All right. What was that?
See, that's the whole. He has a good face. I'm thinking of.
He has a very strong face.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. Listen to you. What was this that I just fed Mike? It was a hot dog bun opened with barbecue chicken that was left over that I took out of the freezer. Toasted the bun, put the chicken with some barbecue sauce on top, put a little sliced onion, and he had an open-faced sandwich, and we had some coleslaw. This video is going to be coming up on my Super Easy Recipes channel. Mike will put the link in there for you, but it was less than $5 to feed 4 people in less than 5 minutes to cook dinner. It took me less than 5 minutes to cook dinner.
Wow. She really hardly ever takes any time cooking.
I don't like to cook, and so I don't do it. All right, so that is the deliciousness right there. Guys, if you follow these tips, you will cut back on your grocery bill. The thing is, you're going to have to stop being a food snob. do a little bit of work yourself. I'm not saying you have to spend 10 hours in the kitchen every day, but if I'm going to make $160 an hour freezing peaches, you better darn tootin' well believe I'm going to do that. Even at the other price, it's still going to be like $140 an hour that I earn. So that's definitely worth it. Okay, so Mike is going to send me the comments and questions. And while he is, do you guys want to see my fall decor?
Yes. Oh.
September just exploded in our house today, right?
Yeah, Tara loves fall, so she tries to stretch fall as long as possible. But she also likes Christmas movies, so they have to overlap because...
Yes. We're late on watching our Christmas movies. We should have started already, and we're late. I don't know if I can catch up now, but I wish I would have put up my fall decorations like 2 weeks ago, because what I just realized was Thanksgiving is the latest you can get this year. So we're only going to have 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'm like, oh, man. So our Christmas decorations are going to stay up until February this year. All right, here's my fall decorations while he's sending me the comments. All right, got my mantle right there. That whole setup there cost me about $5 for all of those things. Absolutely love it. That church picture with the 2 pumpkins is one of my favorite in the whole wide world. Then here's my, you can take off the dining. Here's my pumpkin painting that I painted from my old window there. Oops, there's my pumpkin painting right there. Then down here, I got my little gnome collection. Thank you, everybody who's sent me my gnomes. You can see I do still love them very much. Those are some flowers that I got. Wait till you see what I do with the outdoor boxes with this. This is part of these that I got from the Habitat Restore. Oh my goodness, guys. I have been loving the Habitat Restore lately here in Sheridan. They have been having some darn tootin' good deals. I forgot to add it to my timeline, but yesterday I got the most stinking cute thing ever. Let me show you here. Look
yes.
at this. Is that not the cutest hutch? Whoops. Let's see. There. Is that not the cutest hutch ever? Oh my goodness. I got it for $30 yesterday because I had a coupon because I got 10 punches for spending $250 at the Restore at the last. So thank you, Brad, for the good deals. I've been absolutely loving the Restore. We've been loving it. All right. Next so there's my pillow. I think I paid $1 for that pillow and $1 for that pumpkin wreath and that $1 for that great big green pumpkin. I thought that was cool. Here's my other painting of pumpkins that I did. And here is my cabinet behind the couch with all of my fall stuff and my blanket that a viewer sent me. Thank you so much. Love my gnome blanket. And here's looking outside my big window for fall, spring, and fall are colliding in this photo right here. Or not spring, really, summer and fall.
That is really pretty.
Summer and fall are colliding. And here's my little shelf in the kitchen. And here's above my cabinets. Got those all done. And then Eric and AJ got me those little gnomes. Thank you, guys. I still love them so much. And then here is the rest of my little things that I have so far. Got that done today. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on the outside. Thank you, guys. I'm going to paint the hutch. Now, the hutch is going to go on the new pantry wall that we built, but I got to get it painted first. So I'm going to paint that tomorrow, hopefully, and then decorate that a little bit. And I'll show you that when we get it in and decorated. All right, questions and comments. Kim says, hello, everyone from Wisconsin. Made pear pie filling today with pears from my trees. Lots of spaghetti sauce made with my tomatoes. Love fall harvest time, but lots of work. No kidding. Oh, my goodness, girlfriend, you are working. Good job. Edifying Gravity says, kicked off our homeschool year yesterday by making Jill's sweet muffins from Dining on a Dime. Volume 1, home ec is everyone's favorite subject so far. Yeah, this makes a great home ec book. If you guys need a home ec book, check out our Dining on a Dime cookbooks.
We hear so much from people
Yeah.
whose kids are like doing it as a homeschool class or whatever.
Biscuits, brownie mix, spaghetti sauce, meatloaf, stew, mashed potatoes, all of those kinds of homemade recipes that everybody loves, but nobody knows how to make anymore. So
I'm not sure what she's referring to, but Janet asked, what color are you painting it? Oh, the hutch.
The hutch. Here, I'll show you real quick. Let me remove this and let me add. I'll show you the picture real quick. It's actually going to be really darn cute if I do say so myself. Look at that.
Isn't
that cute? So, I don't know whose original drawing that was, but I'm like loving it. So that's what I'm going to be doing with it. Valley of the Badlands, hello from the Badlands of Alberta. Hubby and Vo spent the day pulling all the bulls and brought them home. They are now sorting them to their appropriate winter pastures. Very good. That's a lot of work.
How are the fires where you are?
Oh man, you guys, the fires here, they've just been absolutely, it's like a war zone here. It's just crazy. The poor ranchers, they're having to haul in hay and they're having to rebuild fences and electric lines and phone lines. It's just been awful. Thankfully here in Sheridan, we're okay, but man, out just east of us, it's been pretty bad. Claire says things are getting tricky. Watch out for those little tricksters. I think she's talking about the peach prices. Yep, I get it. Edifying also says our Winn-Dixie ad is 6 pages long, 3 of which are ads for the store's delivery feature or showing a cost comparison of their generic items versus name brand. There you go. I know. Susie also says her Kroger ad is shrunk. I've been noticing things are not going on sale very much. That's why I'm going to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday, checking the meat. And thankfully, that window that I did my pumpkin paintings in, the guy who sold me those is the butcher at that store. So I know him really well because he's been giving me tons and tons of windows. And so I'm going to be bugging him saying, okay, you got any in the back if it's not out front. Susie, we have abundance of stores within 15 minutes. Most closer, Walmart, H-E-B, Kroger, Tom Thumb, Market Street, Sam's. My goodness, you got a ton. Wow.
I didn't know Tom Thumb was still around.
Always be prepared. Anyone notice a gallon of paint is no longer a gallon? Seriously? I have not noticed that yet. I've been getting all my paint free or cheap, or the Restore has great paint. I have been getting at the Habitat Restore. Always be prepared. Sibley says, hello from Ohio. I made lots of your recipes from the Labor Day weekend. Beef barley soup, shepherd's pie, raisin cookies, all in Dining on a Dime Volume 1. Thank you so much. 25% off right now, guys. The link is in the description below. And believe me, it is recipes your family will love. Jennifer loves the peach math. Yeah, do the math, guys, because people don't understand 30 minutes worth of work. So let's say I didn't pull that out the whole way, but that's $160 an hour divided by $15 an hour. So if you earn $20 an hour, you're bringing home $15. That's only the taxes. That's not all the driving and all that stuff. But that means you have to work 10 hours for what took me 30 minutes to do.
Wow. That's amazing.
10 hours. That is 1.5 days worth of work that you have to do at your job that took me 30 minutes to save on my grocery bill.
Wow.
That's why people say, I just can't do it. Yeah, you can.
Plus, if you save, it's good to make more money. But if you're saving or making more to pay for what you didn't save, then when you save it, you don't pay tax on savings. But you do pay tax on making more money because you didn't save.
Yeah.
So that's an extra cost there as well.
All right. So I don't know, guys, type 1 if doing it by the hour helps motivate you to do these things. Type 2 if you could just care less and it doesn't matter to you. But to me, it matters because I need some motivation to know that what I'm doing is not a huge waste of my time. So like for me, if I were to go can, let's say tomatoes, that would be a huge waste of time for me. But it's not for Kim, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Just do the math and figure out for yourself. Good. Everybody says that makes sense. Okay. Because I have to have the encouragement knowing I just made $160 an hour. That makes it worth it then. And then I'm encouraged to keep going on. Of course, it may be my new mental problem that I just been diagnosed with. So that's probably what it is, right?
Sure.
Are you going to agree? Edifying Gravity says, yep,
my mouth shut.
I'm constantly told that stay-at-home moms don't contribute financially to the household. Oh my goodness, with a rolling eye emoji, no kidding. They contribute more. If they actually do their job correctly, they probably almost contribute more than the one that's out working because you're saving so much money. Adding the Badlands. Heck, that powdered sugar price is way cheaper than me grinding my own from regular sugar. Yes, it is.
I didn't know you could do that. Is that on the
Yes.
powdered sugar?
Yes, and Dining on a Dime Cookbook, Volume 1, if you need to grind your own powdered sugar.
What?
Yes.
So they're all ones. No zero. What are the ones?
That if it helps to do it by the hour, so you're more encouraged.
Everybody is
Yeah.
liking that. That's probably Tara's most favorite tip that she uses.
Yeah.
Because it's
Like
been
with
motivating.
pizzas. It drives me batty. A single mom will order $50 worth of pizza delivered. So, and it'll be eaten in 15 minutes. So $50 with the tip and everything. If you make $20 an hour, you're only bringing home 15, but that doesn't include all your other expenses. That means you just work 3.5 hours for something that everybody just ate in 10 to 15 minutes, probably 10 minutes. And here I cooked us a full meal in 5 minutes.
Yep.
And that's the kind of thing even a working mom, a single working mom could do. That's a recipe that a single working mom could do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Next comment. Tanya, I passed up sale on boneless, skinless chicken breast for $2.49 a pound, hoping to find something cheaper. Yeah, I did too a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so glad. But here's the thing. This chicken that was on sale, that's going to be on sale Friday, it was on sale 2 weeks ago, and they didn't have any in. So I went into Brady, my favorite butcher, and he said that it's going to be on sale in 2 more weeks to be watching for it. So I've been watching for it, like he said. So thank you for that heads up. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Apparently, he had a bunch of people hollering at him. Felt kind of bad for him. I was like, oh, sorry, dude. I wasn't hollering at him. I was just asking. Because that store, it's hit or miss now if they have anything on sale. Froze family, hello from Japan. Hello. By the grace of God, the typhoon this week took a detour around our area, so instead of slamming us, it circled over the top of us. The weather reporters are still baffled. Ooh. Wow. That's some prayers were answered there. That is great. Edifying Gravity, a reminder to start eating down your freezers to make room for November turkey and ham sales. Yes. Even if turkeys go up to $1 a pound, that's still cheap meat. Yes, it is. Deer Path, holy cow. Great price on that bacon. Yeah, you can be guaranteed. I've got I got a mini stand-up freezer that's completely empty, and I have my downstairs freezer. I'm probably, if I can get it, I'll get 40 or 50 pounds of bacon and put it in all my freezers because that's a darn tootin' good deal. And we just ran out of the bacon that I got a year ago for the same price. So Bounty Badlands says best bacon price I found this summer was $5 for 500 gram package. Wow, that sounds expensive.
So 500 grams is a pound. Because remember when we were in Europe, a kilogram.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
She was good at calculating the kilograms over there.
I was. Yeah, but now I can't calculate anything. My brain's shot now. So $5 for a pound of bacon. That's not good. Debbie, last week whole pork loins were $1.99 pound, whereas ground pork was $3.59. So I bought 10 pound and ground my own. Very good. Your butcher may grind it for you. Like I bet Brady would grind it for me.
A lot of times butchers
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Depends on the store, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say it, the people in Texas, HEB would, but I guess
Yeah.
that was 30 years ago. So
Now, I don't ever buy this, but I had person after person after person email me, Facebook message me, telling me the same thing that Hello 5 just said is ground turkey is $1.98 at Walmart this week. Let me see if it's Walmart has it on my ground turkey also. Let's see. Ground turkey is not on sale at my Walmart. But it must be on sale all over the country because everybody was texting me, telling me about the ground turkey being on sale. Oh, nope, here it is. Here it is. I did not scroll far enough. $1.98 for 1 pound of festive ground turkey. So that must be a really good deal. Maybe I should run over and grab a couple of those. No, because the other stuff's more expensive. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Janet got it for $1.99. Hello 5 says she has 2 cookbooks. She probably means volume 1 and volume 2. They go together, but totally different recipes, guys. They we just could not fit everything into one book. So I'm glad you love them. Thank you. Vicky says, I almost always buy frozen veggies, much cheaper. I don't end up throwing out any. I don't use it on time. Saves me money. Yep. Bounty in the Badlands. I admit I'm a food snob. Butter only. Dave's oatmeal. Cookies only. Green Giant. Peas. Heinz ketchup. French's mustard. Rest of what I buy is cheapest. And I'm okay with that. Pick a few things. If you want a few things, I don't mind. This one particular person, though, they were complaining about how they didn't want to be working. And I'm like, well, there's a place you could cut. So, Hello 5 says they only buy clearance meat. You can send me the next one. Joyce says I check the clearance at my grocery store first before buying anything else. Yes. Froze family, years ago, I worked in a factory sewing life jackets. The only difference between brands were tags sewn on them. Very good. Yep, I believe it. Hello 5, we got a standalone freezer just for the meat sales. Yep. Cheryl, on sale or clearance only for us as well. Donna, we got nice boneless shoulder roast for $3.99 a pound. They were $8.49 originally. Hello 5 says my family eats all leftovers. Yes. Edifying Gravity cracks me up that people don't eat leftovers, but meal prep meals for the week. Oh my goodness, is that not the most stupidest thing ever? Maybe we need to start a reaction channel instead. That is absolutely the stupidest thing ever. You are not kidding. They won't eat leftovers, but they'll meal prep for the entire week. How in tarnation does that make any sense at all? Any sense at all? Does not make sense at all. That's why I know the end is near. Froze family, I don't call them leftovers. I call them planned ahead. Yeah. As a matter of fact, guys, livingonadime.com, we have an entire ebook, Plan Ahead Leftovers, dedicated to cooking once and making 3 to 5 meals out of one meat, out of a roast, out of a pork loin. It is one of our most underrated ebooks that we really should be pushing more.
Which one?
The Plan Ahead Leftovers. Can you put the link in there for him?
I can get it. It's in the Menus on a Dime ebook set.
Go to livingonadime.com, click on the store, click on ebooks.
I'll go there. But yeah.
It's in our Menus on a Dime ebook series. Janet has the ebook. Yeah. It's probably, I would say I use that more than anything else as far as recipes for my leftovers. That's where, if you need inspiration, that's where you need to go. Okay, guys, I have to peel this off, but I have to ask your opinions. Okay, let me ask you.
Okay, I'm sharing the link now to menus on a dime set with plan ahead leftovers.
Okay, so what do you guys use for your polish for your base coat and your top coat? Look at that. Okay, stop. You better not be using polish on your nails. If I find you're using polish on your nails.
The only time I've ever used polish was on chiggers.
Well, that's fine. You can use them on your legs for chiggers.
We don't have chiggers in Wyoming.
So, look at that. It has, let me go back over here to make sure it's focused. Can you see how that polish has peeled up? This polish is not even 48 hours old. I buffed, I alcoholed my nails, I dawned them, let them rest for an hour and a half so that they were completely dry, put alcohol in them, and look at that, 48 hours. And this is the stuff that the Seche Veche or something like that. Let me show you. This is what I got because it had such great reviews. And whoops, where's it at on here? Oh dear. Oh, here. Okay, so this Seche Clear Base Coat. I got that in the top coat. And it's just peeling off. I used the base coat, I used the top coat, and look at 48 hours. And I didn't even do anything harsh today. Like I wasn't scrubbing dishes or anything. I did clean the bathroom sink, but I wasn't having to scrub it or anything. I'm so darn tootin' mad. Okay, so now can I peel it off because it's driving me crazy? All over. I don't know. I tried Opie. That didn't work. So I don't know. If you guys have suggestions for something that works, please put it in there because I would like something that works. Okay. Thank you, everyone loving my fall decor. Appreciate it. Vicky says,
man, it's amazing to live in a place like that. Oh.
Well,
seriously, I love the flowers and the decorations and the paint. She makes it a lovely place to live.
What's going to happen if I croak? You're going to have to hire a decorator.
Decorator.
Vicky says, I hate cooking, so I make my life as easy as possible. When I do cook, I'm planning to last me a few days, saves time and money. Yep. Justine, hi guys. Justin from Newcastle, Australia. Oh, Justin, excuse me, Justin. Sorry about that. Justin from Newcastle, Australia here. Just wondering if you have a weight conversion chart on your website or in your books. I love watching all your videos, but get so confused converting to metric. We don't. I'm sorry.
We have one in the book, don't we? We used to have a metric conversion of some sort.
We might.
I don't remember what happened to that.
Yeah, I mean, all I did when I was in Europe was just pull it up on my phone and did it while I was there.
I thought we had a metric conversions in there in the book, but not on the website. Although the internet, it's a lot easier to do it on a browser or a, We kind of just, when it wasn't real critical, we just assumed it's like 2.2 pounds to a kilogram. So we kind of, that was our main conversion that we guesstimated. It wouldn't work for certain things, but it works for most things.
Wanda, I got a deal on packaged coleslaw, 69 cents. Going to dehydrate it for soup for later. That's a great idea. Vicky, I put fall decor up early in August. I love autumn, my favorite time of the year, and I couldn't wait to get them up. Yes, I wanted to put them up earlier in August, actually, and I wish I would have now. What are some of our favorite Christmas movies? Patricia wants to know.
I like It's a Wonderful Life, but...
Shop Around the Corner.
I was going to say Shop Around the Corner.
12 First Dates.
Oh, yeah. No, 12. No, it's the 12 Dates of Christmas.
Or 12 Dates of Christmas, I mean.
And then... there was another one. You said Shop Around the Corner.
It Happened on Fifth Avenue.
It Happened on Fifth Avenue. What's the one with the lady who's the kind of Martha Stewart writer who's not really like that in real life?
Christmas in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Snow Globe is a cute one. Snow Globe's a really cute one.
I love It Happened on Fifth Avenue. That's one we didn't discover till about 3 or 4 years ago. It's really good. Yeah. We like a lot of older Christmas movies. because most of those are from the 40s, right?
Mhm.
That we just mentioned.
So my hutch that I showed you guys, people who were painting those, I looked on Etsy and they are selling for $1,800. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. Here is one for, okay, how much is this one? No, well, there it is, but it doesn't have a price. When I was looking on Etsy, they were selling for $1,800 to $2,000. I was trying to see if I could find the same thing real quick. I had to look for that idea a lot on the hutch because I couldn't find anything I really liked, but I really liked that. Well, I can't find it now. But anyway, I was like, man, maybe I should go in the furniture doing business. Man. Nazia made peach pie from homegrown peaches from your book. Everyone loved it. Thank you. Oh, I love peach pie. Coconut's probably my first, and then peach is probably my second, and then blueberry. Elsie, so one of my all-time favorite videos of yours is when you showed how to professionally decorate a Christmas tree. I never used ribbon on a tree before that, but it has made the hugest difference. Doesn't that make a huge difference? Yeah. So for you guys who didn't know, I used to be a florist. So I learned all these tips and tricks. And I did do a video. If you go search on Living on a Dime on YouTube, what's the title of the Christmas video? How to decorate our Christmas video. Let me go check real quick. It is let's see. It is, here it is. Here it is. How to decorate my tree for $25. How I decorate my tree, and then how to professionally decorate a Christmas tree. So this was one of our first live shows that we ever did. That's pretty funny. What I should do is break that down into a shorter video. But yeah, the ribbon makes all the difference because it fills it in and makes it look full. So thank you. Diana, hutch is so cute. What are you going to put in the hutch? So all of my tchotchke decorations that I love. But on the bottom, it has more storage. And I'm having a problem because I actually need a desk in the kitchen. And so I think I might use the bottom part as a desk, I think. Lori, this year Hanukkah starts December 25th at sunset, which is very late. Oh, no kidding.
I couldn't remember when it usually starts.
Well, I remember some years it was like December 12th or something on your birthday.
Well, yeah, that's been a number of years, but somebody said that it's been as early as Thanksgiving. I didn't know that.
Turid, we had sun today and we might get 27 degrees Celsius tomorrow. We have 10 degrees Celsius in the last weeks. Wow. South Loop River, I have seen the meat, guys. Oh, Turid. Oh, wait. So,
what temperature did you say?
27, but it's been 10.
27 is 80.
That's hot for
10
Norway.
is 50.
Okay, so guys, I think I'm going to start a new show. A new series. Maybe I'll just make it a whole new channel.
You must have a condition.
I have oh yeah, it's my condition. I forgot to tell you guys about my condition that I've been diagnosed with. Makes a lot of sense now, actually. But I'm going to start a new YouTube channel. How do I tell Mike? So, Turid, look at this. I got this at the Restore right there. I got a dog sled. Now, I don't think that's actually a dog sled. Everybody keeps saying it's a dog sled, but I don't think it's a dog sled. But when I went to look, Turid, it's made in Norway. It was actually made in Norway. Made in Norway. I couldn't believe it. So I got my dog sled for $30. Super excited about that one too.
You have to wait for enough snow to test it.
We're not testing it. It's a decoration.
Oh. What purpose is there for a dog sled besides to ride on it?
Jack said him and Dave could hook themselves up and drive Mom around or go and get Nan if they need to. I absolutely love it. Okay, South Loop River. I have seen the meat guys change the price sticker the night before, so it's ready early in the morning. Might check and ask about that. Yes, I am going to. Bounty Badlands fires are way west of us, but the winds have changed, so the air quality is now really good, around 30 parts. Wow, that's good. Tanya, always do, but the motivation helps. Yeah. Edifying Gravity says it helps me so much as a stay-at-home mom constantly gets told to get a real job. Thank you. I am right there with you. 100%. Simon's Human returned store brand flour I bought a couple weeks ago. Did not notice use by date. I paid $1.99 in sale. Noticed Pillsbury brand was $6.99 for the same size. I was like, knit. I don't know what knit means, but yeah, I'm not paying $6.99 for flour. Whew. Although at the rate things are going, we could get there. Oh, I was going to tell you about my Walmart. Has inflation really hit? Has inflation really hit? Well, Tara can officially confirm that it has. I put my groceries, the same exact ones that I bought in 2022 and 2023. Since 2022, my groceries have gone up 17%. Since 2023, my groceries have gone up 10%. So there's your Bidenomics at work. Can I be like Kamala? There's your Bidenomics at work.
Well, we knew it was going up, but you tested it. You added to your cart the other day, and it showed being slightly less.
Yes.
But then we realized
They had left a few things out because they had changed the packaging, and they just left them out of the cart, is what they did. So I was all excited because I thought my grocery bill had gone down, and it didn't. Or, well, I mean, my grocery bill hasn't really gone up, but I thought that it had stayed the same is what I meant, not gone down. I thought it had stayed the same. All right. Turid says, it is not a dog sled. It's a person stand back and give pushing and one sitting on the stool. So so a person sits, one person sits, and one person pushes. That's what it is.
really.
I didn't think it was a dog sled. I'm like, you can't hook up
video?
dogs to this. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, how are you going to hook dogs up to that?
Oh. Yeah. Let me see. So you're pushing from that side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Turid.
I knew that wasn't a dog sled. But I was wondering. Tanya says Taranomics actually works. Yes. Tara for president 2024. Tara will make them get it together, people. Always Be Kind says Kroger admitted to price gouging. Walmart is all of a sudden lowering prices. I know. I wouldn't be surprised. But here's the thing. But Kamala keeps saying how she's going to take care of price gouging. Listen, that's going to only make it 1,000 times worse. So if you believe that baloney, stop. Because regulating it is not going to help.
When government regulates prices like that, then people just stop making things, and then there's nothing to buy at the cheap price.
Jan, I never order pizza. I hardly ever buy frozen pizza ever. I make my own. Very good. Smiley, treasure trove. Yeah. Nausea, I didn't know simple recipes can be so delicious. Thank you. Yes, they can. Kim, we painted our house several years ago. The paint was in a gallon can. We recently went back to get another gallon for touch-ups on the storm damage. They couldn't match it because it is now smaller plastic cans. The color formula won't work with the smaller cans. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Well, they could just do a color match on just paint some, or take a little piece off your wall, like behind furniture or somewhere, and they can color match it that way. Kimberly, I made meatloaf on Sunday. I used 2 pounds of hamburger. My husband ate it for 3 days straight. He loved it so much. I mixed barbecue sauce in it with glaze, and he absolutely loved it. Very good. Sybil, you're a darling for comment on remembering. Yeah, I'm old now. You can send me the next one. Susie, our Walmart has garlic bread marked down to 53 cents. I buy several, and French bread pizza. Yummy. Gail, Just got here. I'm tired of not getting notified. Oh my goodness.
Well, a lot of people are saying they're not getting notified. And so if you're one of the people that doesn't get notified, I know on YouTube, it's kind of weird system that they have, but where it says subscribed, you have to click that, and then it drops down the little thing with various things about what kind of notifications you want. And there's a bell that's like all notifications. That's probably the one you want. But I noticed, I think sometimes people get unsubscribed by YouTube for some reason, and then other times they don't get unsubscribed, but the notifications get turned off. So if you're having any question, I would just go check that. Click where it says subscribed, and then see if it's not all notifications, then change it to that. Then let us know how that goes, because I think a lot of people are having that problem lately.
Rusty Riley says, I buy the discounted fridge bread at Walmart and make pizza with it. Yep, that's a great way. That's what we do too. Shannon, bacon. I got bacon for $20 for a 10-pound box almost all the time. Yes, if you have discount stores or grocery stores that will carry that a lot, that is a great deal. Our stores don't have that. Torrid, 250 grams of bacon in Norway will last almost 100, will be almost 100 Norwegian kroner. A half a pound is $9.40. I'm telling you guys, I have never seen food so expensive as when we were in Norway.
Everywhere,
it was
almost
obscene.
everywhere we've ever been, we've been able to find comparable prices to wherever we lived at the time. But Norway was very, very expensive.
It was awful. Absolutely awful. Carrie, just getting home from work and able to finally catch your live. Hello. Lisa, easiest pizza dough. Self-rising flour, plain Greek yogurt. Yes, that recipe is in Dining on a Dime Cookbook, Volume 2, right here. And you can go to Super Easy Recipes if you want to see me make it. Just 2-ingredient pizza dough. And if you want the recipe, it's at livingonadime.com. Gail, my daughter and I fixed our freezer. We have an upright to fill with meat. That is great. Janet has the leftover ebook. Isn't it good? We love that one. September says our farmers market's more expensive than supermarkets. Almost 100% yes. It used to not be that way, but now almost all the time they are. Susan, I don't use a base coat or a top coat. When I do, they peel. Mine peel. My fingernails peel no matter what. Look at that. Not even 48 hours. In an hour and a half, it'll be 48 hours. But they started peeling this morning. I don't know what to do. Eva says I use Sally Hansen on my nails and it lasts for a whole week. I have tried Sally. I think there's just something very oily about my nails, I guess. Jamie, I apply gel at home and I use the nail polish stickers. Lasts a lot longer. I have tried gel and gel has peeled off. Yeah. Sibley, I love my cookbook by you. My family gives me lots of compliments on the finished recipes. Thank you. I'm so glad that they are liking the recipes. Vicky, good afternoon from North Texas. It's been raining here all day. Thanks for the information. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Kimberly says I made chicken kebabs a couple weeks ago and I pulled the chicken out tonight. I'm going to make chicken spaghetti tomorrow night. That's just re-imaging leftovers. Very good. Mickey says I eat a couple of meals and freeze the rest for later. Always have. Very good. Rusty loves all the Hallmark movies. So I like the Christmas Hallmark movies about 2015, pre-2014, probably around 2014. I like them all before that. Now that they are having the 2 dads and the 2 moms and all that baloney, I don't put up with that stuff. So I stopped watching them as soon as that started happening. And
we still watch the older ones, though. And we still watch some of the older ones. And then we also watch...
the ones that we bought. What's the one with Joey Lawrence? That's cute. Hitched for the Holidays.
Oh,
that's cute.
That is really cute. Yeah.
That's a really cute one, too. I like that one. All right, let's see. You send me the next one. Wanda says, have you heard from Kenneth Bailey? I don't see him here tonight, and he wasn't on someone else's live a couple of weeks ago either. Just hoping he was okay. I have not.
Well, it's been, how long has it been? A month or 2 months?
He was sick, wasn't he? I think he was. Man, Kenneth, if you're watching, let us know how you're doing. Bounty of the Badlands. I'm with you. It's a Wonderful Life. Alistair Stims, A Christmas Carol, A White Christmas. Yep, those are all good ones. Cheryl, hello. I just bought a can of veggies on Amazon for 88 cents. Worth it. I live in Illinois. Ollie is more expensive. It can be. Yep. LeClaire's Trio says, don't forget to add Thanksgiving on a Dime and Christmas on a Dime ebooks to your holiday arsenal. Thank you very much for that commercial. Appreciate it. Yes, our Thanksgiving on a Dime, guys, has additional recipes from what's in our cookbook and tips and tricks on how to save on Thanksgiving. Chrissy, I was so happy our dishwasher broke months ago. We saved money and knew they would be on sale for Labor Day. We got an $850 dishwasher for $350 brand new. Good job. Wanda, I won't meal prep for a bunch of meals. When I get ground beef on sale, I will freeze some of it in 1-pound packages and the rest I brown with basic seasoning and onion. When I make homemade pizza, I break off some of the cooked ground beef. Very good. That's what we do. Get your nails dipped, Marcia says. I think I have tried the dip and I returned it to Walmart because I did it myself. I've never paid to have my nails done. I had never paid to have my nails done. We got to go to Gillette in a few weeks, so I thought about going to the beauty college and trying acrylics. I have done acrylic at home. I did my own acrylics, and those actually worked pretty well. But yeah. Okay, if you guys have any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section. I will be happy to answer for you. Patricia says, yay to the new series. Yeah, because then after the dog sled/sled thing, then like the next day, let me see if I still have it on here. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, did I take it off already? Oh, shoot, I must have taken it off. Then the next day, I sent Mike a picture of the back of the 4Runner. Oh, no, here it is. Okay, so can you see that? So I said, I'm going to start a new series. How do I tell Mike?
Let me see. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what all it is. Oh, that's a chair.
So I went to the Habitat Restore again. I think I've been 5 times this week already. It's Tuesday. I've been there 5 times since yesterday. And they had pavers and my vintage chair there. And it was $40 for all of them. So the pavers alone would have cost me, let's see, what did I figure? They were, how much? Well, let me go look and see. Home Depot, or Home Desperate, as Pistol likes to call it. Pistol hates Home Depot. I don't blame him. Oh, it's awful. Okay, yeah. So I got the pavers for about 50 cents each, and they are $2 each. So I felt like I got a good deal on that. I need pavers for a few places in my garden, and I actually only need like 8 or 10. And I'm like, well, I'll just get all 20, 25, however many's there. But yeah, it was a good deal. So I got the chair and the pavers for $40 for all of it. Connie, if you don't get notified about the lives, check your email. That's how I always find out about them. Yes, that's true.
I've been trying to note it in the newsletter, yeah.
Kimberly says, instead of a cloth baskets in there, you can put fake furs or rug blankets and make it look real Arctic. Former Alaskan here. Well, there you go. There you go. Some days living in Wyoming, I think we're in the Arctic.
Yeah, one winter people were saying that Santa Claus moved to the North Pole because it was too cold here. It was 40 below zero last year.
Wanda says, it's no wonder you have anxiety issues with my new series. How do I tell Mike? Actually, you've never yelled at me for a purchase, ever.
No, I've just been like,
oh, stop. You have not.
No.
You haven't, thank you.
I've never disapproved of any of that.
After I heard about the slime.
I used to say when we had a small house,
where are we going to put that?
What's going on with this stuff over here?
After I heard about the slime ball husband on the John Deloney show today, I was like, oh my goodness, I appreciate you, my dear.
Oh, thanks.
You're wonderful.
Mwah.
Connie, my husband and I were just in Norway in August. I agreed prices are very expensive. We visited because that's where all our ancestors came from. Cool. Nancy, remember price caps in the early 70s? I know. Everybody seems to be forgetting this.
I remember it on gas. What else was it on? Because I've
She
heard
says-
people talking about it, but I was a kid, so I don't. That's probably why I don't remember.
She
it that
says
well.
that went well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Going to go to gas by a plate number on a certain day and limited quality. I know.
I remember.
It's like, and you know what's so frustrating is it's these old liberal women that are so pro this. It's like, I think they just need hormones and their brain cells are all sucked out of their brains is what's happened. I'm pretty
weren't-
sure.
Things weren't that financially great in the 70s. That's
No,
why
they were not.
for almost 50 years, Carter was the least good president, but eventually he got topped. Sorry.
Turret, I don't know how to get in English, but in Norway we say sparkstot or something like that. They are fun in the winter, so it's like a little fun sled. I should have the boys test it out this winter before I make it into the thing. Maybe what we should do is a real test and have them go all the way to Mom's house and see if they can bring her back in it, and videotape the whole thing.
Can we just figure out if they can make it across the street first? Go to the mailbox.
They can go to the. Oh, they could maybe use it to sled down our little hill here.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Dee Dee says, do you reuse cooking oil? If yes, how many times? Yes, I do. And usually I just keep reusing it until it's just gone or really dirty. So dirty I can't use it anymore. So I'll use it 6 or 8 times. I don't fry as much as I used to, but when we would fry donuts like every few days or every week or so when I had all the kids at home, I would say I probably reused it 10 or 12 times probably then. Nancy Grow, love her price book, continues to save her so much money. Yes, this is how you save money. You write down the sale prices. So like all these Ridleys where I showed you at the beginning of the show, all those stock up prices are going to go here. So I'll know when, that's how I know I need to stock up this Friday. Because I haven't seen any roasts below $3.87 for more than 6 months now. So now I know that's the new stock up price. Diane, hey, better late than never. I've been missing your lives a while. So just want to say hello to her favorite frugal couple. Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You can send it again, please.
Okay.
Sherry, if you have small grooves in your nails like I do, I have I think rheumatoid arthritis maybe. My nail polish will sometimes pop off. Mine always pops off. I don't know if I have grooves, but I've given up. The acrylics, I did do the acrylics myself. So I just watched some tutorials, spent $10 on Black Friday last year on a kit from Amazon. I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll just send it back. But I just watched some tutorials and actually they looked pretty good. I didn't really think it was that bad. What is Kimberly saying no to? What did I say? I don't remember that far back now.
Somebody asked if you would, what's in the questions, would you get a mattress off the side of the road? Diana asked.
No, I would not. I mean, if I was just absolutely desperate with no money, I would. But if there was any chance at all that I could get one, I wouldn't get it off the side of the road.
Probably put it in a big old zip.
Fleas, yeah.
Probably put it, well, first I'd probably bomb it with
Well,
bug poison.
yeah. So if you're desperate and you're just absolutely desperate and you have nothing else, get it off the side of the road, cover it in a tarp, and put off 1 or 2 bug bombs. Like put off 1 bug bomb, wait for 3 or 4 days or a week, and then put off another bug bomb under the tarp. So I'd probably put off 1 bug bomb on one side, let the tarp be kind of, put something on it so the tarp is kind of up so it kind of can shh all over your mattress. Then flip your mattress over and do it again on the other side. But no, I really wouldn't get another mattress. I wouldn't get one. I mean, seriously, I would just go buy a foam thing at Walmart for $100 if you can. But yeah. Patty says, first time joining us live. How long have you been living on a dime? I recall reading a book titled that in the 90s.
Well, since the 90s.
Yeah. So since the late 1900s, we have had our book. Our book came out in 1999.
9. Sorry, you're right. You started it in 1990s.
I started writing it in 1997.
Yes.
It got published in 1999. And it was called Not Just Beans back then. Then in 2005, we changed the name to Dining on a Dime, and we have had 12 different editions of this book right here. Different covers, different titles, because it has been in business for 25 years. As a matter of fact, next month, it will be 25 years when the first book was printed and shipped out.
Wow. Yep.
Time to retire, huh? KS says, try to wipe your nails down with acetone right before you polish. I do. I have tried rubbing alcohol to make sure I get all the oil and everything off. I have done acetone. Oh, stop it.
At least I didn't go.
Dee Dee, I find myself watching the Waltons regularly these days just to escape to what I believe is saner time. Yeah, we're in our Barnaby Jones phase at the moment.
Yeah.
And Newhart, because we're going to Vermont to see the Leafs chains. I can't wait. Can't wait. Susie, Dee Dee from New England. I love the Waltons. Also, such great fun family values. Yes, I love the Waltons. Although, I have to tell you, I kind of don't like watching Waltons now.
Well,
I
kind
of thought my life would be like that, and my life did not turn out at all like that. So now I'm slightly disappointed.
You're disappointed with your life?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, disappointed that it didn't turn out like that, like the homesteady type thing, because I got a husband who refuses to have chickens.
Oh, I see. I don't mind chickens as long as they're in the freezer. They have to stay where they belong and keep quiet.
I just don't even know what to say about that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Man, at our place, you'd have to be careful what's going to get them. A bobcat out there.
Yeah, no kidding. I've had my neighbor has chickens. So I've had to warn her about the bobcat. Jamie, you do your own acrylic nails. Impressive. I tried and ended up looking like I had an uneven talent. So what I did actually for my acrylics was I put on top first. I glued tips on top first. So I got the shape. So I glued the tips on top, and then I put the acrylic over the tips, and then it worked really well. So is my new channel on furniture flipping. Man alive, I'm telling you, I'd like to do that. That would be fun. Eva, what do you think about shopping at Dollar Tree? I think it's fine. Just know your prices, because sometimes it's $1.25 at Dollar Tree and it's 98 cents at Walmart for the same exact thing. So you just really have to know your prices. Always Be Kind says, loves our newsletters. Thank you. Go to livingonadime.com and you guys can sign up for our newsletters. Wanda says, we make such a great couple.
Oh. Actually, I have an amazing wife. I've been telling her that a lot lately.
Thank you. You're pretty
welcome.
darn tootin' good yourself.
Thank you.
I'll keep you for a day or two.
All right. At least until you know how to operate the business or handle our finances or something.
Oh my goodness.
She's got the spending thing down, but I've got the accounting
man. I was
thing
so
down.
happy when he started balancing the checkbook. I'm not kidding. Every month I was at the bank having them help me balance my checkbook because I was always off on my checkbook. Always off. So thank you, dear. I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks.
I do. I appreciate you taking care of all the book work.
Thank you.
Denise says lipstick at Dollar Tree is a good value. Yeah, I get lipstick at Dollar Tree sometimes too. Patricia, I just retired, or I am a retired RN now, empty nesting with my husband. I love to cook from scratch and love the cookbooks. Thank you. 25% off right now, guys. Do I have any more?
Hold on a second.
Grab it in the description below. Wanda, I've heard choke cherries are bears' favorite food. Yep, we have them all around here, and the bears eat them all the time. I am not making choke cherry jelly this year or syrup or anything. I absolutely love it, but I just threw away all of last year's choke cherry syrup because I was going off of sugar again, and now I wish I wouldn't have. I mean, I could probably go out in the backyard and pick some, but going off of sugar didn't really help me, so I was rather disappointed in that. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Sorry, just arrived from the great World Wide Web. Bounty and Badland minus 40F and 40C are the same. Dress in layers, and you will be fine. Ask me how I know. Well, there you go. Wow. Carrie, the flowers in my garden.
The 40. Did you catch that?
Yes. Carrie, the flowers in my garden are so beautiful. Thank you. I am rather enjoying them. I'm sorry. I'm already starting to mourn because I'm like, they just started blooming like 2 weeks ago. Really started blooming like 2 weeks ago, and we're gonna have a frost in like 5 or 6 weeks. 5 weeks probably.
We just need to get 800 feet of tarp and cover up everything. Well,
Yeah.
we have found that a lot of times.
So here, I'll show you guys real quick. I was going to do a short video, but so there's my front yard. Hold on, will it turn?
Sideways?
Oh, there. So you guys can see there's my petunias in front. And then I walked over here. Can you see it very well, or is it not in? Hold on, this is unedited video. Can you see that? Oh, you can't really see it very well. Oh, wait, here. There.
Pressing the wrong thing here, sorry.
So that's too close, I think.
I was thinking the
There. Well, sort of. I don't know. It does. You can't see it very well inside. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I tried. I was going to put it on another video, but
people are loving it though.
thank you. Susan, did you see anything about Elon's box house for $10K? I did not. Does he make box houses for $10,000? Have you heard about that?
I think I might have heard something. I think it's like a pop-up house, basically, is the idea, which is kind of a cool idea. It'd be really cheap for sure.
Danielle, my husband and I are about to build a shed to house due to the cost of living. We pay $2,000 plus a month. Cost of living is insane. Hey, I think that's a great idea. Make yourself a tiny house. My son lives in a little, well, he used to live in an RV, making his bus into a tiny house. And I think it's a great way to go. Wanda, India and Michigan are the coldest places I've lived. Arizona, no. Yeah, I get it. Patty, I loved your book then. Glad to know it's still you and you are going strong. Thank you for staying with us all this time. My goodness, we have some faithful viewers. I have a lady who has been with us since 1997 the other day. She got back to me and I was like, what in the world? Thank you, Turret. I'll look after the show. Margaret, just to add fun, I secured an envelope in the back of my price book. As I save on groceries, the savings will be tucked in. Bet it will add up to paying bills. That's a great idea. Good job. Kathy, hello. She loves our cookbook. She says these are the best cookbooks. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is our volume 1 and our volume 2. They go together, but totally separate recipes. Just couldn't see 600 pages, 400 pages. So we couldn't put them all together.
We love them so much. We have thousands of them.
We have tens of thousands of them. Yeah. Well, I think we're down to thousands now, though, aren't we?
I'm not sure. It might still be 10.
This is our gluten-free, dairy-free edition. If you are gluten-free, dairy-free, that is, like me, that is the way to go to keep your grocery bill low. And Gail says, I've seen new mattresses still in the plastic at Restore. Yes, some Restores do carry them. Mine does not, but some do. Mine is a fairly small Restore, but it is mighty. Our Restore is small but mighty. Would you agree,
Small but
dear?
mighty?
Yes. They have some mighty good deals.
Yep.
Oh, I need to give Brad that slogan. He can steal. Brad, you can steal that from me.
Mighty good deals. We'll listen to it with the rest of your radio ads, Brad.
Our Restore has been, Brad at our Restore has been coming up with finest commercials. Oh my Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Lori, just saw the video notification. Can't watch since I'm going to church. I can't wait to watch later. I'll actually be using your videos for my daughter's homeschool economics class. Oh, thanks. That's great. Hairtight says, I have your 3 cookbooks and love how the binding opens up to lay flat. Good touch. Yes, you are right. So this is a brand new book I've never used. And right here, I'm on page 20. So you can see here, I'm on page 8. They lay flat. We pay extra to have a special binding, if there's anything else, put on there so that they will lay flat for you, because that was one of my big things.
There are some, but you could probably just look on there.
Susie says, when my husband retired, I had to teach him everything about money. He was clueless. Oh, dear. Yeah, that happens. Regarding nails, I cut them short and buffed them with a tinted buffing cream. No polish. Very good. That's a good way to do it. I don't know what a buffing cream is, though. I just know about buffing, so that's interesting. Jennifer, so this is the 25th anniversary of your book publishing. That's great. Yes, I know. Isn't that crazy, Jennifer? You've been with us for a really long time of that. Donice, I gave one of your cookbooks to my great nephew's wife. I had bought an extra one years ago. That is great. Eva, you guys have been tremendous help to me. I just wish I had discovered you sooner. I think it's been 4 or 5 years. Wow.
Scroll down and see Annette.
Susie says, my daughter buys the glue-on nails and they have destroyed her nails. Me, I'm playing Jane during the summer. I go get Tootsies done for a few times. There you go. Annette says, I have known you since the iVillage Frugal Living. You
That was back in the 1900s, wasn't it?
Wow, that was the late 1900s. Oh my goodness. So I started on the November 1997 group there. And then I found the Frugal Living, and oh my goodness, for about 3 years, I almost ran that board. I mean, I was it. And then the book came out and I didn't have time to do anything anymore. But man, that board was hopping. But I was shocked. That is what gave me the idea, was the November 97. Everybody was talking about how their grocery bill was so high in 1997 and they couldn't afford groceries. And I'm like, this is not that hard. I spent $125.
We did discover something recently about not groceries, but about housing, because we were thinking about how like a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. But what we were realizing is in our area, most of the jobs are $12 or $15 or $20 an hour, like the retail jobs, the not ones that don't require you to have college or trade school or whatever. And most of the 1-bedroom apartments are $1,500, and which is high. I'm not saying that, but back in the day, our incomes were like $6 an hour, and the 1-bedroom apartment was $800. We got to realizing that's pretty much the same. And even though it's hard, we made it just fine.
Our rent was 50% of our income.
I'm not saying that to say it's not hard, but what I am saying is, there's sort of a certain place in life where you kind of struggle for a while until you because the incomes are just kind of lower and the housing is the housing that everyone else pays. And at some point, I think you just learn, okay, now I need to move from this job. I'm in this job, I'm doing fine here, but how can I make more money? And that's kind of what ended up happening with us, because it went from $6 an hour to $9 an hour to $27,000 a year. And then up from there. And that's kind of the typical for most people, unless you just stay in the same job. So I'm saying that to try to be encouraging. I mean, still, if I were living now if we were from those days living now, I think it'd be cool to have a 300 or 400 square foot tiny house, not a tiny house like a shed, but like 400 square feet, because then you could really launch yourself a little faster with a little bit lower price. But yeah.
Oh my goodness, Annette says she took over the board when I left.
Oh really?
Cool. That is. Oh, and Patty was on there too. Oh my goodness, wow. It's whole home week.
Wow.
Oh,
we're all
that's
coming
funny. Home. That board was hopping. MSI Film says the struggle's been real. Lost my job in June. Still haven't found any work. I have a bachelor's in filmmaking. Would you have any suggestions as to what to do?
I was going to say become a YouTuber, but I don't know if that's the best idea.
No, but you could edit for YouTubers.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
You can become an editor.
If you are an editor, there are a lot of people that would pay you to do that. The main thing is for YouTube, you can't be as particular as broadcast. Like I used to be a national network broadcast editor, and that's
you're a producer.
Yeah, but
That's what you went to school for.
But but in my past career, it was super high end. You have to do it this way, and YouTube people mostly don't want it that way. They want it a lot more run and gun. So I think you could do it. Oh, did I just say a word that might?
I mean, you could be a freelance editor, though. I mean, we used to have editors that worked for us, and I know tons of YouTubers. If you're a quality editor, my goodness, you'll have more work than you can take on.
If you want to, I mean, you could be an editor or any kind of production, but for a YouTuber, if it's editing, you can do it from wherever you are.
Yeah.
If it's other stuff, you could be a YouTuber yourself. The main thing is it's very difficult to identify kind of an area where people really want what you want to put out. So you have to be able to line up. You have to have a YouTube niche basically that is something that a lot of people really want.
Yep.
So if you're not sure on that, you could try to build something like that and also work for somebody else doing editing, so you can still have the money coming in.
Word Salad says Habitat store is amazing. Yeah, ours is really good. We love our Habitat store. They get some really good stuff. Gail says the next door house is being rented for $3,500. Yeah, I get it. Listen, I'm not saying that prices aren't high, but the thing is, something happens in every generation. You had the Depression in the late 20s, early 30s. Then you had the Dust Bowl for that generation. Then you had, first you had World War I. Then you had the Depression. Then you had the Dust Bowl. Then you had World War II. Then you had the 50s and 60s that didn't really have anything. Then in the 70s, you had Vietnam and you had price fixing like they're talking about doing now. So all the prices went out the roof. It was ridiculous. The 80s were fine, although everybody was still complaining in the 80s. The 90s were fine. Everybody was still complaining about the 90s. Then you've got 2000s where you got the housing crash again. Everybody's got something. So you need to just make up your mind. This is the way life is. And I'm just going to have to deal with it. I did not appreciate at one point our income was $900 and we were paying $600 in house payments or in rent. House payment and rent. And we made $900. That's what, 70% of our income, 60% of our income?
You don't want to keep it that way for long, but sometimes that's the thing I was going to say, especially if you're a young person trying to figure out how to get out in the world and do your thing. It's a little tough at first, but it's that way for everyone. So you're not alone. The main thing is
keep figuring it out.
You have to think, how can I figure out how to reduce my expenses and raise my income? And I worked at a grocery store for 8 years. Most of that time was before I met Tara, but I should never have stayed there that long, because even though it was a job that I knew how to do well and I was real regular with it and everything, I could have been making a lot more money if I had moved to somewhere else after I got some experience doing that. And that's what I think everybody should do. The other thing is, as far as the housing, there are ways to lower that, because Gail just said next door the house is being rented for $3,500, and that's not uncommon in a lot of places. But the thing about a house for $3,500 is what is it? Because I had the person I was talking to the other day is 16, and he's just thinking about the days when he's going to move out of his parents' house, and he was saying, yeah, it's just nearly impossible to rent, because it's like $3,000 to rent a place. I was like, what? I've seen apartments for $1,500. And we were back and forth on it. And finally he said, well, yeah, look right here. It's $3,000. I was like, well, that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And you're not going to need that when you first get out of, your parents' house. So for me, before I met Tara, $800 was just too much for an apartment for myself. And I was thinking, how can I figure out a better way? And I found several options, but the one that I ended up going with is 4 guys. 3 other guys had a house that suited 4 people, and they advertised for a roommate, and they interviewed me like it was a job. And I paid half of what I would have had to pay otherwise because of having roommates. And it was, so I would say if you're struggling in that kind of a situation, particularly if you're young and just getting out in the world for the first time, like, be creative in those ways. And it's a challenge for everyone at that age. I think a lot of younger people now are like feeling devastated, like I have no, I don't know how to do this life thing, but the secret is nobody knows how to do it.
Wanda says people talk about inflation like it's a recent thing. I'm 71. Prices almost everything go up over the years. Yeah, that's just a part of life. Bounty in the Badlands says in the early 80s, it was 22% interest on mortgages. I know, on way less wages than they get now. I totally get it. Dee Dee said, help us all if this current group gets reelected. Here's the thing about the current, like if Kamala gets reelected, they've already been in charge 12 of the last 16 years. They keep blaming everything on Trump, but they're the ones who have been in charge the last 12 of the last 16 years. Obama made medical costs go through the roof, absolutely through the roof. What has Biden done the last 4 years but have everything go up? Gas gone up, groceries gone up, absolutely everything. So electing Democrats into office again is only going to make it worse. That's fine. If you want to make things worse, go ahead and vote that way. But for those of us who are against everything going up and we get stuck in the crossfire, you just have to realize this is just life. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. So you have to put up with the stupid mistakes and stupid decisions that other people make sometimes. Sometimes other people just make stupid decisions and you're caught in the crossfire. So you just have to decide, okay, what am I going to do now to get myself through and just keep going? I mean, you just have to. So, anyway, Denise says, yeah, they destroyed our entire country and want to continue. Yeah, I know. That's what it amounts to. But guys, this is just part of the end times in the Bible. America is not going to be great. America is not mentioned in the Bible. And so I have a feeling that we aren't going to be a superpower for too much longer. But yeah, Vicky says, I was a kid in the 70s, but I heard about all the gas lines and the high mortgage interest rates. So every generation has their inflation nightmares. Yep, we are dealing with ours now. Yeah. Also, like I was saying, this is the end times. Things are just going to continually get worse. They're not going to get better. And you just kind of have to deal with it and realize this is just the way life is right now. So on that encouraging note, vote for Trump or expect higher prices. That's all I can say. I mean, not that I don't think in 4 years he's going to be able to turn the country around by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I think he'll do his best, but I mean, we're in such a hole now, we'll never get out of it. So I don't know. Dining on a Dime cookbooks, guys, 25% off right now in the description below at livingonadime.com. Easy recipes to get you in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. We will see you guys next time.
Have a great rest of the week.
Bye.
Bye.